Today we're talking about the story of actor Eric Dane. It's a story of immense talent for sure, but it's his final chapter that really reveals his true legacy, one of just profound courage in the face of an impossible challenge, a story that he chose to share with all of us.
I want to start with these words from Eric Dane himself. They just perfectly capture the heart of his final year. A time that wasn't defined by his illness, but by his choice to face something truly unthinkable with love and bravery.
And that bravery? Well, it makes this news all the more devastating to share. The beloved actor has died. He was just 53 years old.
As you can imagine, the news sent absolute shockwaves through Hollywood and far beyond. For so many of his fans, it wasn't just losing a talented actor, it was the suddenness of it all that felt so deeply tragic.
And the timeline here is really startling. Dane's death came less than a single year after he first told the world about his diagnosis. That short time frame just left so many people feeling like he was gone way, way too soon.
So, what was the battle he was fighting with such courage? He had been diagnosed with ALS.
Now, if you're not familiar with it, ALS, also known as Lou Gehrig's disease, is a progressive neurodegenerative disease. It affects nerve cells in the brain and the spinal cord. It's a truly devastating diagnosis that slowly takes away a person's ability to control their muscles, which, well, it just makes Dane's response to it all the more remarkable. Because despite the immense physical challenges of the disease, his identity as an artist, as a creator, that never wavered. He remained fiercely dedicated to his craft, right up until the very end.
And this quote, man, it just says it all, doesn't it? Instead of focusing on what he couldn't do, he immediately zeroed in on what he could. He still had his mind, he still had his voice, and, in his own words, he was willing to do just about anything to keep working.
And what a career to fight for, right? I mean, from his breakout role in Grey's Anatomy to his incredible, complex work in Euphoria, he was just this constant presence on our screens. And get this, he refused to let his diagnosis be a full stop. He actually filmed his final scenes for Euphoria's third season, a last, powerful gift to all of us.
But, his final year wasn't just about acting. Dane found this new, profound sense of purpose in sharing his personal struggle with the public.
This quote, wow, it shows such a profound shift in his thinking. He saw this new responsibility, an imperative, he called it, to share his journey. His life wasn't just his own anymore. It became a way to connect with people, to advocate for others, and to turn a private struggle into a public purpose.
And so, in his final chapter, the focus really shifted from his public battle to the personal legacy he was leaving behind. Because beyond the public fight, beyond the iconic roles, this was the core of his world. His representatives confirmed that he spent his final days exactly where he wanted to be, surrounded by his wife and 2 daughters.
This final thought from him just perfectly sums up his approach to everything. When he was asked how he faced such incredible challenges, his answer was so simple but so profound. A buoyant sort of spirit is key. It's a philosophy he truly lived by until the very end.
Eric Dane's final chapter really teaches us that a legacy isn't just about what you accomplish. It's about how you choose to live when you're facing the end, with purpose, with dedication, and with a spirit that just refuses to be diminished. And it leaves us all to think about, what does it truly mean to build a brave legacy?